5 signs that your third eye is opening and you may not even know it, and how to utilize this function for faster growth in your life. That's what this video is all about. My name is Dihessa Bodjona, and my mission here is to help you tap into your own energy field so that you can create faster growth in life and in business. So let's tackle this subject, the subject of third eye. In this video, I'm going to share my own personal experience with my third eye opening. Just to say that, I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this publicly, but I'm saying this publicly. For so long in my life, I was so afraid. I had so many fears around the subject of a third eye. Why? Because there is so much information out there. There's so much mysticism around the subject of third eye. And for me personally, I developed all these fears because because of all the information that I soaked in, maybe from some movies, maybe from some things that I heard here and there. That was until I realized that actually it is a very natural part of who we are. It is a very natural part of who we are. And for me, in my case, my third eye was opening, and because I had these like ideas set on what it looked like, I didn't realize until one day I woke up and I was like, wait, it's been opening for a while. And so that's why in this video I wanted to share with you my own experience and my own perspective of the third eye, and perhaps maybe you also may be seeing these signs in your life and not know that those are signs that your third eye is opening. For me, when I think about the third eye now, beyond all the phenomenon, beyond all the things about seeing from this, like beyond this physical realm and stuff like that, it's not just about seeing, it's also about feeling. But beyond all that, for me, in my experience, what I have been seeing is that the more I can tap into that realm, the more I tap into that part of who I am, the more I feel one with it all. The more I can see myself in somebody else, and the more I feel not separate from others, not separate from the universe, not separate from the sea and the animals and stuff like that. It is still work in progress, but I have seen such a huge difference between where I was before and where I am now when it comes to that subject. And so for me, I'm going to share with you a few signs in the past, or even now, as I said, it keeps going as I keep opening up. The few signs that I have seen that later on I started seeing with even people that like I do healing with, and people that I do any type of work with. So sign number 1 for me, when it started, very first sign that I noticed was that I started feeling a lot of vibration on my forehead right here, and constantly and continuously feeling lots of vibration here, and sometimes it felt like a drill, like somebody was drilling, and my head would be shaking a lot. And just like my brain being like stretching and stuff like that. And I had that going on for years now, actually. At first, I remember when it was so intense, at first sometimes it felt very uncomfortable because it kept going on and going on and going on. Very likely because I was doing so many intense trainings, energy trainings, very likely because I was also receiving training from my own teacher, and that intensified it all, and it just went on and on and on, and like it goes like lots of drilling and lots of shaking and lots of vibration in this part of of my brain, right? A lot of you know, maybe you already know this, that when we talk about third eye, we also talk about the pineal gland, which is literally an organ in our brain, and very likely connected to this part of the forehead, right? That is the sign, that was the very first sign for me that my third eye was opening, right? So if you are feeling this, if you like sometime feel vibration between your eyebrows, a little bit on top of your eyebrows, know that it is just a sign that your third eye is opening. It's also a sign that you like energy is pouring into that that part of your brain, or that part of who you are. All right, so for me, that was the first sign. The second sign was that when I started, like after I started feeling a lot of vibration, a while after that, I started seeing like intensely bright, like glimpses of intensely bright light or intensely bright colors on my mind's eye, right? Intensely bright colors that I can't even describe, because I don't think those are not colors that I actually see, like that I can see in the it feels like I've never seen those colors on the physical realm, pretty much, right? They are intense, they are bright, and they are full of light and stuff like that. So if you start seeing like those glimpses of like really intense either light or intense colors, whether it's just like, sometimes I will see like a garden, and the garden will be so full of really intense colors, bright, intense, and rich colors, that honestly I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that in the physical realm. So if you are experiencing something like that, then that is another sign that your third eye is opening. So sign number 3, having insight on your life and on other people's lives. You find yourself seeing the bigger picture a lot, right? You find yourself maybe defending the undefendable. For example, you find yourself not blaming other people. You find yourself being very forgiving of others. Why? Because you start seeing the bigger picture of it all. You start seeing the world as a whole, and you start seeing that every single thing has its place in the world and has its reason for being, and that every single thing, whether it is seen as good or bad, you can see the value of it being. Sign number 4. So sign number 4 is sometimes you have dreams, and then when you wake up, parts of your dreams are reality. Basically, you see things before they happen, right? Or you dream about somebody in a particular circumstance, and then they show up in your life, or they call you or something like that, even though it may not be necessarily the exact same thing that happens in the physical realm as it happened in your dream. It is kind of like you sensing and knowing before it happens that something was going to happen. It's like seeing something, seeing events before they happen, seeing events before they happen. That is another sign. That's a sign number 4 that your third eye is opening. So sign number 5, right? There are so many different signs, but in this video we're going to limit it to 5 signs. Sign number 5, you start feeling what other people feel. You can start feeling other people's emotions. You can start, like, you can see somebody, for example, and with just one look, tell that they are sad. Or even before you see them, you can feel this whatever it is that they're feeling, whether it's anxiety, whether it's sadness, whether it's joy. You can feel that for others. You can feel that from others without them even telling you. You can sense that deep inside. You can sense what it is that others are feeling. That's another sign that your third eye is opening. So now that I have shared all these signs with you, the next question is, why is it important? Like why is like having that function of who we are, why is it important? Why is opening our third eye important? Why does that matter? Anyway, how do we utilize that power in our daily lives? One thing I want to say about this is that I am working on a video that's all about how to utilize the powers of your third eye to attract clients in your business. So if you want to see that video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that when that video is out, you are the first to see it, right? So that's the first thing that I want to say about that. But why do we need, why is it important for us to tap into this function of who we are? Exactly, that's because that is exactly who we are. For me, the way that I look at it is just about recovering the fullness of who we are. And again, like I said earlier, it is really getting to know ourselves on a deeper level, on a bigger scale than our five senses, and also becoming, from my perspective and the way that I have seen it, the more that I am awakening my senses beyond the five senses, the more connected I can feel with myself, the more connected I can feel with others, and the more connected I can feel with the whole. And for me, that is the most important thing. So now your turn. Please share with me if you have seen any of these signs in your lives so far, or if you have seen other signs in your life that indicate the opening of your third eye. I can't wait to read everything that you have to share, and I really can't wait for all of us to awaken to all that there is in our world. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button right below this video, and also make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post videos just like this one. Bye.